Hey, it's Josh from 100 North Outdoors. Today, we're pursuing a fish that might push me past my breaking point.
I'm not crazy, you're crazy.
This video is about more than fishing. It's about glory, it's about bragging rights, and most importantly, it's about winning a bet.
It is hard to get them to eat.
Stick around, it's gonna be fun.
Yes, it happened. It happened. You saw it. You all saw it. It happened. Oh my goodness, it happened. He's gonna be so jealous he didn't catch that fish. Just unbelievably jealous. Okay, so here we are at a beautiful lake in my hometown. There is absolutely nobody here, so we'll see whether we take that as a good sign or a bad sign. I have a running bet with my dad. He thinks there are no fish in this lake. I bet him that there are fish in this lake that I can catch. We're gonna find out today.
No.
Well, I didn't anticipate that happening. The ramp is so steep that the parking brake doesn't hold. Now what? Okay, so I had a brilliant idea. Instead of trying to back down this boat ramp that's way too steep, there's a very shallow grassy bank right here, and I have a very light aluminum boat. Take that, fancy bass boats. Though if you have a fancy bass boat, you can probably afford a truck that won't slip down a ramp. So take that, me, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna slide this boat down a shallow grassy hill and go fishing. Oh, so easy. Not a problem. The biggest problem with all that is just the amount of time I just lost. Spent about an hour trying to figure out a good solution and trying not to sink my new truck into the water. And here we go. Now, the keen observer will notice that I do not have my fishing buddy Dan here with me today. A sad day. I'm doing a little travel and he is not with me, so doing a couple of fishing outings without him. But I gotta tell you guys, I'm excited. I grew up looking at this lake and being told that there are absolutely no fish in it. And you may be questioning my sanity on why I'm excited right now, but I love seeing whether or not it's true, because just because everyone believes it doesn't mean it's true, but it might be true. There might be words above my head right now saying, "You idiot, it was true." One more reason to be glad for our electronics, because it's going to be that much easier to determine if there really are no fish in here, and maybe if there are, what they are, and whether or not they're interested. Believe it or not, folks, we are already looking at so many fish. Read it and weep, Dad. Can you guys see that? Oh man, there are fish right there. And right there, there are 100% fish. The other thing we're gonna do today, oh, it's got separation in the mark. That's a big one. That's not small. Guys, there are fish in here, confirmed. Are they carp? Are they bass? We're gonna have to find out, I just don't know. But I've come prepared. I have the only thing that catches fish. No, I'm just kidding. I did bring caught minnows though. That is a very brightly colored jig. Don't know whether anything will like that or not, but we're gonna try it. I've just got a cast over there. I just gotta know. I think those are just like bluegill or something, but I have to know. I don't have to know that bad. What I need to do is explore this lake. First thing we're gonna try is a little trolling, because it's a great way to cover water and explore depth. We're gonna try, this is just a shallow diver, but because I don't know this lake very well, I don't wanna get hung up and lose a deep diver. So we're gonna go near the shore with the shallow diver and see if we can't turn something up. We've got time. It's not a very big lake, so we can get some laps in and just try to get an idea of what we're dealing with. So the lake we're fishing right now is an old gravel pit. It just goes pretty much straight down. At its deepest point, it's like 51 feet. And historically, the DNR put trout in here, thinking that it was a deep enough lake that the waters would stay cool enough that the trout would be able to survive, which didn't really turn out to be the case. Even though the water would stay cold, it was below the thermocline where the water was oxygenated enough for the fish to live. So instead, their next plan was that they were going to put hybrid striped bass in here every year. But in the last 8 years, they've stocked between 400 and 800 striped bass in this lake every year. And I'm wondering if there are holdouts. Hybrid striped bass are sterile, they can't reproduce, right? So the only fish that are in here are the ones that have been put here and haven't been taken back out. And I have no idea how hard this place gets fished. I've almost never seen a boat. Well, wouldn't you know it, I just saw fish rise right next to the boat. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they're sterile, so the only ones that are in here are the ones that they've stocked. But how many get caught? How many survive? Are there enough bait fish and other things in here to keep them going? I have absolutely no idea. Based on the marks I'm seeing on the screen, I think there's fish in here. Whether or not they're interested in my current setup or whether I need to switch to something else, that is a different question. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm seeing some very large marks shift on and off my screen right now. If my dad was here right now, he'd say, "It's carp, it's a carp." Probably is. You know, it's funny what fishermen do, right? Because I spent my whole childhood on a bank, and what's the first thing I do once I have my own boat? Is I troll a crankbait within casting distance of the bank. Somewhere I could have been casting before. Okay, so over there in these cattails, I switched to the head cam because I'm seeing so many blow-ups, and they don't look like bluegill blow-ups where it's just a little slap at the surface. They're like chasing, they're schooling up little bait fish. There's another one right over there, you probably couldn't see it. They're not huge, but it's the action I'm seeing, so that's what we're gonna try. My live scope's jumping around, but you can see there's marks out there. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Look at it go, isn't it so cute? So cute. Oh man, I'm seeing them rise. There's one right out there. There's one behind me at the same time. What can I get them interested in, boys? Somebody tell me. Yes, it happened. It happened. You saw it. You all saw it. It happened. Oh my goodness, it happened. It's a white bass. It's a hybrid white bass. I knew they were in here. Oh my goodness, little fella. Oh my goodness, what a little cutie. Look. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. It's adorable. And he liked mini spooks. I can't believe it. That's what you've been missing out on all this time, Dad. This. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, Dad. Aren't you so jealous of all this insane fishing action? Oh, man. He's gonna be so jealous he didn't catch that fish. Just unbelievably jealous. Green with envy. Well, I read online that they get more active at dusk and dawn, and they do like a topwater bite. and that was my strategy. Oh my goodness, they're eating it right there, and I'm messing with my rod. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They struck at it twice and I was messing with my reel. It was sitting still. Gosh, can you imagine how small you have to be to miss it twice? No. Of all the times to catch a tree pounder, this was not the time. Cat. Tenor. Of course. You know, it's funny, I haven't really proven anything. I've just made a film about how far a young man will go to prove his dad wrong. And I'm not even sure that I did. One more fish might prove him wrong though. If I just caught 2, then he'd be really jealous. You know what would probably do really good is whitey. Whitey would probably be a menace to these guys. All right, we've switched over to Old Faithful. I've had a lot of luck with white bass and spinners in the past. So even though the spook did it for us once, I'm not seeing like a crazy amount of topwater action. Hopefully we can find one that's like a little bit more meaningful. Y'all ever been so thirsty that the lake water starts looking kind of good? Is that just me? I guess I just got to go back to the spook. Kind of wasted my time there. Or we could do the prop bait, I guess. We'll give her another try. I don't know why I'm doing this. I know what will work. And yet, I'm picking a thing that is not that thing again. All right. Tried to see if something else would work better. It did not. These fish are small and hard to please. Should've never doubted you, baby.
Bruh.
Oh my. What in the junk. Old Faithful. Almost let me down. Good thing the spook floats. Oh, he missed it. He missed it again. Wow. Maybe I can cast it back over him. There he is. It's a little better. Not a lot better. Aha! What do you think now, Dad? Oh my goodness, he's a lively one. What do you think of that? Yeah, that's right. Bet you're real jealous you're not out here with me catching that. Does this mean I win the bet? I might win, but at what cost? My goodness, what a grind for 2 fish. I mean, 2 amazing, one-of-a-kind.
My pursuit wasn't over. Those fish were the right species, but they weren't the ones I was after. Yes, I caught the fish, but I wasn't totally satisfied yet. There were still marks on my live scope that I couldn't explain. Big ones. Could there be a monster lurking in the deep? Somehow my victory still felt hollow. So I hit the books. I searched, I studied, and I learned. What makes these fish tick? How do you catch them? Where can I find them? Finally, I had my answers, and I made my preparations. But one question remained. Would it be enough?
Hey, guess what? I won our bet. What do you think about that?
You won the bet? I bet it was a really small dinky fish.
It was.
I bet it was a minnow.
You know what? I won't lie to you. It was pretty small.
But there are fish in that water.
It was
I concede that there are fish in the water.
You know, it was like 4 inches.
Was it? Well,
It was
a stocked fish of 4 inches. What species was it?
It was a hybrid striped bass.
Well, there you go. 4 inches long. They
Yes.
get to be so enormous. I bet they get to be 5 inches long.
They might. I think you won the spirit of the bet. Did I technically win the bet? Yes. I did catch striped bass. Were they fish you would have wanted to catch?
No.
Perhaps not. Though,
The size of an anchovy? I mean, seriously.
it was pretty small. It was like they stocked it yesterday.
Okay. Well, hey, but you win. You caught an actual species
you're-
representative. So
I
there you go.
did. That's all. I just
That
wanted...
is all. Well, congratulations. I concede. You won. Sort of.
Sort of.
Almost.
Almost.
Sort of.
Kind of.
All right. Hey, a bet is a bet. All right. So now we can go and attack him together. How about that?
Yeah.
We can go after him together.
That sounds
All
like a
right.
plan. We're going to have to go out
All
there.
right.
Yeah. We'll go out there together, and
look forward to that.
you can catch a tiny fish too if you want to be just like me.
I would rather catch a big fish. But the fun part would be doing it with you.
All right, fair enough. Alrighty, well, that's all. I just wanted you to know that I won.
All right. Can't wait to do it with you.
There are fish.
There are fish in here. So there's fish in here. Well, there definitely are bait fish.
Golly sakes, there are fish in here. Is this a fish? Did we do it? Did it happen? No. Oh boy. We caught bottom with both rods. That is exciting stuff, guys. Probably the right note to end our outing on too. Oh boy.